certain important matters of state, and of course the PDP, where you played a major role in reconciliation. We've been following reports out there. But in recent times, we've been hearing certain things about the $1 billion, something that they're applying for concerning security, fighting insecurity in the Northeast and other parts of the country. Divergent views. What is your opinion, Bayelsa State Government now?
Well, first of all, our position as a state is this. It's out there in the public domain, but I want to restate it. This is not the first time that is happening. And as leaders, our first concern is the issue of security. And we have always said that all leaders, irrespective of partisan differences, should unite when it comes to two critical issues: the issue of the national economy and the issue of national security. On these two issues, there should be no partisan divide or difference. So that's our basic standpoint. Our duty is to support the work that the security agencies are doing across our country. It's not limited to the insurgency fight, the Boko Haram challenge in the Northeast. That is a major national challenge, no doubt. But there are also other equally compelling national security challenges, like the issues we are dealing with in the Niger Delta. So our position on this $1 billion proposed withdrawal or loan is that we want a situation where, firstly, the funds will go, the money will go to fund equipment, identified equipment, identified by the relevant security heads, not just the military, 3 arms of the military, no, the police and the other services, all of them. And we have no objections towards procuring equipment to enable them do the work that will safeguard our country and secure the lives and properties of Nigerians everywhere in the country. Bayelsa, therefore, inclusive. So we are interested in how much of this fund, when eventually disbursed for purchases, will actually aid the work that the security agencies are doing in the Niger Delta and in Bayelsa, just as we are concerned about the challenges in the Northeast. The other one is that we think that it will be unfair to this state and to other Niger Delta states, oil-producing states, if the derivation element or the derivation component of that $1 billion is not deducted and paid or remitted to the oil-producing states. Because, every other state would have contributed statutory allocation. But in our own case, it's going to be both statutory allocation, like every other state, and then the 13% derivation. And the 13% derivation has a rationale, which is why you have it there in the Constitution. Because the Constitution, all of us realize that those states like Bayelsa that are producing oil, we also have our own peculiar challenges, environmental, as well as even security. We deal with community and we support the work that the security agencies are doing. So our position, therefore, is that eventually this money is to be given. Then firstly, the derivation, 13% derivation component has to be worked out. Otherwise, the Niger Delta states, including Bayelsa, would have contributed twice. Will suffer some kind of double jeopardy. But other than that, and also other than requesting that this security investment should be general in nature and should go to support the equipment of our military and security services across board, not just in one particular area of the country. We have no objections. And I've taken these concerns, I've shared them with His Excellency the Vice President, who is Chairman of the National Economic Council. I've also shared these concerns with the Chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, and we expect some follow-up decisions to be taken We have recommended a committee to interface with the security heads and His Excellency the Vice President to ensure that the details of these procurements are all we are briefed, because it's our money and we've got a right to be briefed about what these the equipments are, what they are meant for, and the modalities for the procurement, so that we address the concerns that this kind of thing has raised in the past, which is out there in the public domain.